Hello everyone and welcome to my new video. This is Jitterzz and I'm here to talk to you about the problem with Fists of Fury. That's right, we're gonna talk about all of this stuff. Basically, the reason I'm making this video is because I have an issue with Fists of Fury, and it seems that Blizzard is pretty happy with how it's designed, and they seem happy with how it works. Because it's such a good raiding ability. Because, you're standing in the same place and, you're Fists of Furying things. It's really cool. It's like giving a melee class a channeled ability. It's pretty cool. But the problem is, in a PvP environment, it does not serve that purpose for us. It has three major issues that I want to talk about that make it bad in PvP, even though it's really good in PvE. Basically, the three problems I have noticed are, number one, it does too much damage in one ability. Like, so much of our damage matters, and it depends on how hard our Fists of Fury hit. Then number two, it is too easy to get shut down. It's too easy for people to interrupt our Fists of Fury and completely negate the damage. And then number three, it is too easy to miss or be avoided because of latency issues and range issues. I mean, seriously, I have no idea how we're supposed to do this in PvP. It's really hard to duel people just because our Fists of Fury does not have the range it should have. So basically, it's just crazy because those are the three glyphs that I want to talk about. So, when we look at number one, too much damage in one ability. Now, Fists of Fury is a very good ability for Windwalkers. It's just iconic to our class, right? We all of a sudden start pummeling these people with our fists, and we stun them in place because we're punching them so fast. I mean, it's a really cool idea, and it's an ability that the Windwalker class revolves around greatly. And I think that Blizzard looked at that about it and went, oh, well then let's make it their main DPS ability. But really, it's not an ability we should really sit in and try to do a bunch of damage in. It should really be an instant cast stun, and if you don't have Rising Sun Kick or another, like DPS boost, it's just a way to channel it and add some extra DPS to your chart. But the stun is really what matters in it. And the thing is that now we have to choose that, and I think that the damage is going to stay the same. So it's like, boy, we need to keep that stun then. I mean, it's just crazy. So basically right now, my solution to an ability that it does too much damage like that is the fact that it should really be damage that's split into different abilities. Like, our Rising Sun Kicks should just hit harder than they do, and our Fists of Fury should hit a little less. So the solution I have is take 10% out of Fists of Fury, put it in Rising Sun Kick, take 10% and put it into either Blackout Kick or Chi Explosion to make Chi Explosions hurt more, and basically get some of that damage out of Fists of Fury. We do not need it there. I mean, I don't know if you guys like it, but then it transfers over into my second point I want to make. It is too easy to get shut down. Now, if people get hit by Fists of Fury, the first thing that they're probably going to do is trinket that shit. Because they know that that's like your big ability and most of your damage comes from it. So anybody who understands how a Windwalker monk works can all of a sudden just go, oh, I'm not sitting in that stun, So basically, it's just very interesting for a Windwalker monk to play the game right now, because you really have to depend on knowing more than your opponent, and if your opponent knows how to counter Karma and your defensives, it's like, okay, well, I guess I lose this one. And then they know to counter Fists of Fury. It's too easy to get shut down. We can get stunned out of it, we can get since it's channeled, it's not all of this ability, damage all at once. We have to really make an investment in time. So if they trinket it and stun us, it's like, okay, well that's like 80k that I don't do anymore. Like, I mean, it's a big deal, you know? Like, I have hit 80k crits before, you know? So, like, all of a sudden, if you shut me down halfway through, that's potentially, like, 120k damage that I could have done to you, you know? Which is unreal. But that's the thing, is you can just do that in duels and in arenas and completely shut down a Windwalker monk and then slow him during his karma. So, I mean, this ability that does way too much damage in our arsenal really shouldn't be so easy to avoid, you know? And that really transfers me over into my third point now. It is too easy to miss or be avoided because of latency issues and range issues. Now, the thing is that how many of you play a Windwalker monk and are watching this video right now and have had a duel or sometime in a BG where latency takes over and you just have no control of the situation, so you Fists of Fury people, and then all of a sudden they jump and they just teleport outside of your range, or they slide outside of your range, and then you're just channeling and you're hitting thin air while your stun is off, but it really is just dumb because now you're channeling this really good ability, but it's a waste at this point. All you got was a 3-second stun. Oh my gosh, like, all of you have experienced that. Any monk who plays has experienced that, no matter how good your internet connection is or anything. If the opponent lags, they can, you know, teleport away from your Fists of Fury. It's ridiculous. So my point is that this ability that really should have the reason, my solution to this is the fact that I think that we should, you know, give our Fists of Fury some range, like just baseline, you know, because if we need to take a glyph for it, or a talent point at level 100 just for range on our Fists of Fury, which we really should just have baseline, that's pretty crazy. Like, I think that the range issue in Fists of Fury is a big issue. Basically, we have one glyph, which we had in MOP, was our gloves bonus. Now, the thing is, Blizzard, you can still make a cool glove bonus for every class. Like, I really enjoy the idea of that. Just like your glove all of a sudden gives like a really cool ability to us for free because we have the tier gloves, you know, like something like that. That would be sick to me if they had that for every class. But I mean, you know, that's gonna have to, you know, we're gonna have to do with what they give us. But I think that they should bring glove enchants back, and also I think that they should bring, or not glove enchants, I'm sorry, I'm talking about set bonus, or like when you wear your gloves, it accesses this ability. So, yeah, the thing is that we should have that range baseline. We should be able to hit people in this cone around us. And that's my issue with Fists of Fury. Like I said, number one, it just deals too much damage, and it's only one ability. And that transfers into the fact that, number two, it is too easy to get shut down. This is an ability that can miss easily. And then, number three, too easy to miss or be avoided because of latency issues and range issues. And we should have a baseline range increase, whether through a glyph or whether through I guess they're doing it with talents, but it's not baseline then. It should be a glove bonus. Like, it really fits. Our gloves give us extra range. Like, that's cool. But yeah, I mean, it should be this baseline range that we cannot get shut down so easily and invests, you know, because no other class has this. They have instant cast nukes. So really, we should take some of that damage from Fists of Fury, put it into Rising Sun Kick, Tiger Palm. We should put it into Blackout Kicks or Chi Explosions, which are pretty bad in terms of damage. Like, our level 100 talent should be doing so much more of our damage. But no, it's all dependent on Chi Torpedoes and Fists of Furies, and those two going together in such a damaging and exclusive way is not useful for us in PvP. We shouldn't have to hack the game by jumping while we Chi Torpedo and then have to get this crazy stun lock off with our Fists of Fury without it breaking, or else it was a waste of 10 Tiger Eye stacks and it was a waste of Fists of Fury. And now my Rising Sun kick doesn't do that much damage. My Blackout kicks are okay. My Chi explosions are subpar. This is what I mean. It's like, okay, so if my Fists of Fury fails, I have 3 charges of Chi Torpedo to do a bunch of damage, and then my level 30 talent, whether it's Chi Wave and Chi Explosion, because our level 30s do a lot of damage. But the thing is, Fists of Fury is just doing too much damage, and we rely on it too much. If it gets shut down, we're screwed, and then it's too easy to miss, and when we finally do land it, they slide away from us. Like, oh my gosh, I cannot even deal with this right now. It makes me just want to stop playing at the end of the night when I'm just like, okay, I've played enough WoW today, and people keep sliding on me. I'm like, okay, I'm done with dueling for now. And that's the problem. And I don't want the monk to be that way. I don't want everyone to experience that. I think that Blizzard could fix it very easily if they wanted to. Just put some damage out of Fists of Fury and even leave it with these problems, but when it happens to us, we're not that miffed about it because we can still transfer into a crazy amount of damage, and Fists of Fury wasn't all that important, or it was a cooldown that I can use and blow one of his cooldowns, and it makes it worth it, and stuff like that, you know? So, I mean, that's what I think. And I think that a lot of us Windwalker brothers feel that way. I think that a lot of Windwalkers feel that way, especially online in in the community. I've read a lot of comments, I've seen a lot of videos, them talking about this. If you have not seen it, go online and type in Venruki and balance the problems with Windwalker monks. It's like this whole article written by Balance and Venruki. Balance is one of the best, I think he is the best still in the world, Windwalker Monk in PvP. And then there's Venruki, who is just incredible. He's just a arena master, MVP arena dude. First place prizes and stuff, and he plays a Windwalker, and he's just really good, and he understands the class through and through. So, like, it's a great article written by them in conjunction with each other, talking about this online and doing all the research, and it really labels some of the problems that Windwalker monks have. And I think I really want everyone to read it and maybe spread some awareness so that Blizzard will know that this is what we really envision this class to be like. Legion is bringing out some interesting changes. I'm very excited for Legion, and I think that it's going to still be a fun gameplay style. It's going to take us a while to learn exactly how to stop hacking the game and just play the way Blizzard intended it to be played, which they're trying to fix a lot of when they, especially with our abilities, because our abilities were all us breaking the game. My one-shot macro with Storm, Earth, and Fire was kind of breaking the game. It wasn't what Storm, Earth, and Fire was meant to do. Now, the thing is, I pulled it off because I was breaking the game. Arisk showed me how I could just, kind of hack my way to doing a bunch of damage. Same thing with Chi Torpedo. Us having to jump and Chi Torpedo, or Chi Torpedo and jump, whichever you do first. Just being able to do that, and that is most of our damage, and that's what our mobility is from, that's crazy. And Fists of Fury. Fists of Fury is a cool spell that I think has many, many uses in the game, and I really love the animation for it, the style of gameplay it offers. I am a fan of it. Now, the problem is that I just don't want to depend on it so hardcore. I don't want it to be that much of my damage, because if I miss it, then I am screwed. I'd rather have a lot more damage in my Rising Sun kick, and then a lot more damage in a Tiger Palm, and in Blackout kick. And I know they're taking Chi Explosion out of here. But the thing is, I want them to put all of that damage into our other abilities, and then our other abilities aren't useless. And then, when we get a cool play with our Chi torpedoes away, or Chi torpedoes in, and then we can Fists of Fury them, and we get a cool play with it, It's like, okay, I love this ability. I have no problem with Fist of Fury, except for the numbers that it has right now. I think those numbers should be way down, and our other numbers on our other abilities should be way higher. That is it for me. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I am sorry if it went on a long time and I started rambling. I tried to keep this as organized as I possibly could, but the thing is, I start going off script, and then I start just talking about whatever I am thinking about at that moment. But basically, I hope that I did this video justice. I really wanted to get the time to make this recording and to give you guys something that you all deserve. I wanted to say thank you guys so much for supporting me. I am almost to 100 subscribers, and that is just insane. I'm at 71 right now, and guys, I'm amazed again that you guys want to watch the content that I put out, and I really appreciate that. And it's really giving me so much motivation to go on to the World of Warcraft and to provide you guys with cool ideas. Cool ideas like, hey, maybe we shouldn't pick the talent that people say is best. Maybe we should play around with this other talent, which I have been doing a lot of. I love that idea of going, how viable is this other talent? Let's pick it and try, you know? Even if we suck, it'll be worth it in the end. And so guys, I want to probably upload a bit more losses as well as killing blows. But the thing is, I think that some of my highlights that I want in my videos are actually highlights of just good gameplay. Whether I lose or not, or whether I die or not, it doesn't matter to me, as long as I had a really cool play, and I stayed alive for a really long time, or I took someone out with me. That's what I love. And so, guys, I really appreciate you guys supporting me, and thank you, folks, thank you everyone so much for subscribing. I hope you will all, if you see this and you're not subscribed, I hope it really entertains you, and I hope that it really intrigues you, and maybe you want to subscribe, or leave a comment below, or leave a like, and just let me know if you guys want certain content, you know, what ideas work, what ideas don't. I am very open to criticism, because any criticism is constructive criticism. So guys, thank you so much. This is Jitterzz, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thank you for watching this long update video, and then my discussion, the problem with Fist of Fury. Thank you very much. Bye.